So don't assume, get to know the person, because our exterior sometimes doesn't convey actually who we are. I've experienced it, I have. Like, I was brought up in a white British home. Yes, I am a woman of colour, but I was brought up in a white British home. And a lot of the time people will just make the assumption that I've got a strong connection with my Caribbean side. I haven't. I'd love to know more, of course I would. But that assumption, so don't assume, get to know the person, because our exterior sometimes doesn't convey actually who we are. And you know, I'm proud to say that I was brought up in a white British home. My mum is golden, and what she did really well is that, and most of my family as well, white British, I did not see my skin colour. I was loved for who I was and who I am.
And you can't then ask for more than that.
No, I didn't see myself indifferent, and that's a credit to my mum, that's a credit to my family, because I didn't feel indifferent until I started going off and doing my own things and being experiencing new things, and then going into school and thinking, oh, I am different. But prior to that, I did not see myself any different. With the expansion of the women's game, it's great. There's more viewership, there's more engagement, fantastic, but we are seeing a lot more online abuse as a result of that. And I think for me, it's like, how do we combat that? Of course, it begins with education, it begins with acceptance, it begins with letting go of identification, again, because of course them negative comments are being put on there because they identify with something opposite to what they desire, I suppose, or they think fits in society. So that's one. But I think as well, like, can platforms take a little bit more responsibility as well? I think that's something as well. Social media is great, it's given everybody a voice, but can we use that voice in a positive way? Like, can we have more positivity? And I think with that, we're not gonna do great things if we don't accept one another. I think if you look back years and years ago and how far we've come as a human race, let's still keep building and progressing. But it begins with you. It begins with yourself. It doesn't begin with everybody else. It begins with you. How are you approaching situations? If you are one of them individuals that feels the need to put a negative comment, ask yourself why. Where's that coming from? Because a lot of the time, it's not to do with that other person that you're making a negative comment about. It's actually to do with that individual there, or some past trauma or lived experience that they haven't dealt with. So it's really important that we try and make things better. I don't know if they're fully aware of the impact that they're having. Are they fully aware of the impact and how far it resonates negatively? And I just think if you haven't got anything positive to say, then don't say it. Don't get me wrong, if it's a valid opinion, there's a difference between saying something respectfully. Just have a look at yourself, and it's fine to have your opinion. You know, like, not everybody's gonna like the same thing, which is fine, but there's a way in which we can go about it and we can convey the message respectfully. And a lot of the time what we're finding is that these messages are not very nice messages. It's upsetting, and put yourself in that individual's shoes. You're a daughter, you could be a father, grandson. Look, I'm no different, or the girls that are playing football are no different to you. You may have a daughter one day that wants to play football. You may have people in your life or yourself where you've experienced hardship. How does it feel? It's not nice. So if you don't enjoy it and you've had a negative experience, then don't press that experience onto someone else. And I think it begins with them acknowledging it. A lot of the time people just do them comments because they're unconscious of their actions. They're just doing it because they don't realise the impact. Of course they're conscious of what they're doing, but what I'm trying to say is that they're just doing it automatically. You know, before you press send on there, ask yourself, why am I doing this? What am I gaining from this? And hopefully that'll just set something in motion about themselves where they can learn something about themselves to put themselves in a better position in society. Because there's no room for it, there's no room for racism. It's really sad to see, or sexism, misogynistic hate. It's awful to see. It depends what circle you're in as well. Like, you want to maybe conform to, I don't know, a group. Maybe you think it's the right thing to say. But I think inherently, if you know it's the wrong thing to say, like, listen to that voice. Just listen to that voice in you, because again, just separating yourself from the conditioned beliefs of other people, sometimes then people don't have your best interests at heart. And I think sometimes it's just recognising that and bringing your self-awareness to actually, where do you want to be? What aspirations do you have for yourself? Because if you are a product of your environment to some degree. Like, I've done it where I've wanted to fit in, where I've maybe said, I've done it before where I'm like, why have I said that? Because I want to fit in. It's easily done. It's easily done. So I think sometimes we've got to show compassion there. But when it becomes really bad is when it just goes too far and it's really hurting. You know, these individuals that are sustaining this hate, they're human, they're people. They're a daughter, they're a son, they're a father. And if you wouldn't like that, then don't do it to someone else. That would be my message. Have a think before you send.